Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. So someone reached out to me and they provided me with some video clips. So allegedly these are the new rules that will come into effect in 2025. The IJF put out a news piece earlier on today or yesterday saying that everything's been finalized. They're going to put together a seminar, some video, and outline the rules. And the first implementation will be in Paris 2025. So the person who sent me these, it could be, I don't know who it is, it could just be all lies, could have made it up, but it looks pretty legit to me. I'll go through each of the video clips one by one and outline the new rules. Okay, so these first three clips are called Score, Counter Grabbing the Trousers. So you can see Tori goes in for an attack, Uke counters the attack by grabbing below the belt, and of course grabbing the legs as well. Now, there were no written explanations along with these video clips, so I imagine it's similar to the Kodokan, where you must have one hand on the gi and then you're free to use the other hand to grab below the belt, grab the legs, to attack, and to counter obviously as well. So this is just the last example of the changes here for grabbing the trousers as a counter. Now the next 8 clips are titled Renraku or Renzoku Waza. Now, if you don't know, Renraku and Renzoku Waza are techniques that you chain together. So here we see the beginning of an Ippon Seoi-nage, which leads into a Kochi Makikomi. And here he is allowed to grab the legs as it is a chained attack. Here's another example. Similar setup with the first technique being Ippon Seoi-nage, but then taking a different kind of variation into how the opponent is thrown once the leg is grabbed. Here's another one. I actually really enjoyed this one. Uchimata into... I'm not even sure what to call this anymore. It's been so long since I've looked at these techniques and their names. But that is a really nice technique. Exciting stuff too. This would be great to see on the international stage. And here's another one. Again from Hiroka. He was such a master of grabbing the legs. And again, still not sure what to call this one. Now these next couple of examples are no shido. So you can see here, Blue dropping down onto the leg with her hand. And in these situations, no shido will be given. This one here is called Score Only Touching Leg in Kake. And I'm not sure exactly what they're trying to say here. It's not really a Renzoku Waza. So maybe, my interpretation here is that you can just go for the legs. Doesn't have to be a chained kind of combination, a sequence of techniques. Here, this is a classic Maruyama special, not the Maruyama that we all know, his father. He made this technique very popular back in the day here in Japan. So I think once we get some wording, some sentences about these techniques describing it, I think it'll be the same as the Kodokan. Gonna have to have one hand on the gi above the belt, and then you're free to grab wherever, whether it be through chaining attacks together, just going straight for the legs with one hand, or countering your opponent. So those were the big ones, and then just here lastly, these sorts of things that were just, happening all over the place and people were getting penalized for it, just accidentally grabbing the belt. This was really annoying, to be honest. If you put one finger below the belt, you were going to get penalized for it, and Cass, he gets penalized here. So these sets of clips are called No Shido Accident Below Belt. Now I put these clips at the end because it's pretty minor stuff when you consider everything that I've just talked about. This sort of stuff we're never going to see people lose like this again. This last one here is the worst of them all. Just have a look at White. Just watch her left hand barely goes under the belt here and she hits a shido for it. I think she loses the match for it as well. It's ridiculous. So good times ahead. It's going to be great. Let me know what you think, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.